Hey, Kyle's Wonderful here again with another G1 Backstage comments. And this is from G1 Night 6 from NJPW, July 26, 2022. So this is Night 6. And I just do these so I know you can find them for free, but some people don't quite like to read subtitles. So I like to make these videos so people don't have to miss out on all the storylines going in New Japan. So this is from Night 6. House of Torture defeated Oiwa and Nakashima, and Oiwa comes in mad and says, I wasn't even supposed to be here today, but Fujita's out, so I had to step in. But damn it, I can't stand those Bullet Club guys. Next time, I'll crush and pin them. Thank you very much. So Nakashima on one knee then says, hey, Sho, I remember that you were on commentary when my elbow was injured in my debut match. I can't stand you. Tomorrow, I'm teaming with my junior high school alumni, Sho, and I'm going to kick your butt. So the person Nakashima was talking about teaming with tomorrow or the next day was Hiroshi Tanahashi of all people. So they must have had the same middle school of all things. I don't know one other person that went to my middle school other than like my friends at the time. Who cares about middle school? But maybe they do in Japan or other countries as well. All right, so the second match was Chaos, Ishii, and Yano defeating Bad Dude Tito and JONAH representing TMDK, also known as K9 Connection. So TMDK come in all upset, and JONAH says, I don't know what it is, but Yano's a curse to TMDK. For a long time now, even before this, he's been always in our business and causing me grief. I'm sick of you, Yano. Ishii, I'll get you eventually. And then Bad Dude Tito says, Yano, one day you'll run out of tricks, and I'll be waiting for you with a closed fist to knock your teeth in. I'm the baddest dude in all of pro wrestling. Down the road, our paths will cross again. So Ishii says, next up is Tama, a weakling who ran to the good guy's side after Bullet Club betrayed him. I thought he'd had more stones than that. Maybe I was wrong. Well, you'll be even less tough when I'm through with you. Fear me. So Yano says, when will JONAH accept my apology? So the next match was United Empire's Henare, Cobb, and Ospreay defeating Guerrillas of Destiny, Jado, and Tama alongside Goto. So Tama says, it's been a while now, huh? Will, it's been a long time since we've tangled. I'm up for a challenge. But first things first. Ishii, tomorrow here at Korakuen, it's you and I. And what are we, 1-1 in G1? Tomorrow, I'm going to beat you. Take the 2 points. This right here is my G1. So Goto says, okay, Henare, tomorrow, nothing unnecessary. Just you and me fighting fair and square in the ring. So that one was pretty interesting because Henare's been begging Goto to not attack his weak Achilles tendon that Zack Sabre Jr. took advantage of. So anyway, Jeff Cobb then says, the phrase that I learned a long time ago in Japan, piece of cake. Tonight was a walk in the park. The Murder Hawk monster next. Ooh, I'm going to send your butt packing the AEW so you can sit on the sidelines and watch real pro wrestlers go to work. Tomorrow, I'll sit back with my feet up while Ospreay and Henare go 2-0. So Ospreay says, Tom's got his big boy pants on, huh? The bad guy turns into a good bad guy. If you ever want to bang, bro, you know where to find me. Pop over to England if you want to. Good guys finish last, Tama. I don't mind banging the crap out of a former Bullet Club member. I'll stare you in the eye man to man, seeing who the toughest SOB is. So Henare says, last time you guys messed up the translation a bit and made it sound like I called Goto weak, but I didn't. I know he's the man. He's a tough SOB, but so am I. Tomorrow, Korakuen Hall will be twice as packed as it was today. Goto, you bring that Bushido, the samurai fighting spirit, and I'll bring the spirit of the streets, and we'll go to toe-to-toe. So that's going to be a banger. Chaos members Okada and YOSHI-HASHI then teamed with Tanahashi to defeat Suzuki-gun, Taichi, Taka, and Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. says, it's been a while, huh, Tanahashi? The anniversary back in March, but before that, I don't know when. His hair's still a delight, though, isn't it? You're going to show me technique, huh? Nice. Are you going to show me you're the best in the world? That sounds delightful. In my younger, more naive days, I used to joke that I would be the one to retire Tanahashi. I've sent him to the hospital a couple of times, but as time has gone on, I've realized it's futile because he might be held together by medical tape, hairspray, and dust, but nothing's going to stop that man, is it? I can picture it now. He's going to be 70 years old. He's going to have 2 robotic legs, a plastic arm, and they'll be pushing him out in a wheelchair. And he'll still be hitting high five flows with his limbs falling off. So no, I don't believe I'll be the one to retire Tanahashi. But as ever, I will prove that I have the best technique. I've beaten you more times and you've gotten perms. Well, I have a pure technical wrestling match. Let's have a pure technical wrestling match and see who really the best is. So Okada says, well, none of my black competitors were in that one, but when you see everyone else getting fired up, I just can't help myself. That means I never cool down. I'll keep this hot momentum going. YOSHI-HASHI says, just when I was about to do something, Tanahashi took it from my own hand, or took it into his own hands. I could tell how strong he's feeling in the ring today. The only regret I have in G1 is that we're not in the same block. Therefore, go ahead and win your block. Last year, Tanahashi told me, if you don't take a bite of me now, only bones will be left. But as you saw in the ring today, there's still plenty of Tanahashi to feast on. You're still a worthy target. I hope you saw me in the ring. I hope you saw in the ring today that I'm still on the hunt. I did drop my last one to Shingo, but I'm still determined to win this tournament. So then Tanahashi was there the whole time and says, go for it. And then he says, I see he's right. Besides, winning G1, I want to be the target of others. Another reason to give it my all. YOSHI-HASHI has made it plain. No time for taking myself lightly. All right, I'll be dedicated to a muscle life 24/7. So that was pretty interesting. YOSHI-HASHI saying, oh yeah, go ahead and win the block, Tanahashi. Just completely burying his partner, Goto, who's also on that same block. Anyway, LIJ, Bushi, Sanada, Shingo, and Naito, who will be finally joined by Hiromu Takahashi pretty soon, I think. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I don't think it's that soon. He's still got another event in America. So anyway, they defeated Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, ELP, Gato, and Jay White. So Jay White says, welcome to the 2J show. For the first time ever, we have 2 guests, Bad Luck Fale and ELP. So Bad Luck Fale says, what I want to say to the people is, F them. And ELP says, my great-great-grandfather once told me a fine gentleman would never kiss and tell. But who are we kidding? I'm not a gentleman. And then ELP whispers in the Jay White's ear all the dirty, disgusting, filthy things he did with Peter. And then he ends by saying out loud, and then she wanted breakfast, so I kicked her out. And Jay White says, well, that wraps up another episode of the 2J show. This is the Switchblade era. These backstage segments with Jay White have been some of the worst. The Jay White backstage segments have been the worst out of anybody. They're so cringe. They're not fun. They're not entertaining. He just says 2J a lot, and then like guests and episodes and tune in next time. And it's all just blah, blah, blah. You're not saying anything. Get out of here. You're wasting my time. Kenta's like 10 times better at you than these at these promos. Anyway, Shingo says, Jay talks too damn long. The losing team needs to move along. And I didn't touch your IWGP belt. I was just having a look and feeling nostalgic. Of course, when I got a glimpse of it, it stirred something up inside of me. But we're in G1, so let's focus on G1. Today, I faced a D-block opponent, ELP. ELP doesn't really stand for crap. Hey, what does ELP even stand for? What are we all laughing now? I think it's enticing, lavish protein. Maybe not, but I'll take out Phantasma out like some protein. He's pleading that in our match should be the main event, but I don't know. This is our first one-on-one. New Japan doesn't want to take the risk. But what if Phantasma and I both stand atop D block at the end? Hey, ELP, Phantasma, I'm making it to the end. Try to do your best to get there. So Tetsuya Naito says, in this G1 climax, I have 2 losses in 2 matches. I'm currently last in C block. All I can do is win my remaining 4 matches. Even doing that, I'm not ensured a spot in the semis. But the only thing I can imagine is winning out, going to the finals, then winning G1. I'm not usually Mr. Positive, but I just can't see G1 going any other way. My next league match is against Evil on July 31st in Aichi. Today is his first G1 match of the year, right? I'll be watching very closely from the lockers. Cabron. So now we're to the G1 matches from B block action. Chase Owens goes to 2 points after he defeats Great O'Khan in about 12 minutes. Great O'Khan is struggling, almost falling to a knee, but he says, I won't kneel. You got what you wanted, huh? This G1 is still ours. Make no mistake. So wow, Great O'Khan doesn't even want to talk here. He got his butt beat by Chase Owens of all people. So Chase Owens says, seriously, when are you morons on the internet going to learn that I'm one of the best professional wrestlers in the world? This is New Japan Pro Wrestling, where the best wrestlers in the world compete. Oh, Chase is going to lose. Why did he even have a job here? Because I'm damn good at what I do. Great O'Khan, I'm now 4-0 against you. You have never in your life beat me. Tama Tonga, you pulled one out and outsmarted me. Next is Jay White. I need to go find Jay. So Chase Owens got worried. I don't know why he wouldn't have known that was the next match, but it makes sense. You want to focus really hard on your what's in front of you. He didn't want to focus on who was after Great O'Khan. He wanted to beat Great O'Khan, so that makes sense. Pretty funny promo too. Evil then defeated Kenta. Unfortunately, 2 points for Evil now. 0 also Kenta and Naito, 2 of my favorite people in the G1, are both lost their first 2 matches. So Kenta says, I knew it. I told you not to come to my block matches, fatty. You know this happens every year. Don't come to my league matches. When were you last here? Was it Sapporo? I lost then too, right? Stop coming. I told you, don't show up for these block matches. Come on. And you've gotten fatter, haven't you? You've gained weight. You're really ticking me off. Don't come to my black matches. Seriously. It's all in this book, black and white. Don't toy with me. Who has a question for me? Let me pause right there. Kenta was talking to the camera. When he does that, he's talking to you, the audience, or as in me. He's like, go to the weight, fatty. I'm like, I'm trying, man. But anyway, a journalist asks Kenta, the belief that no one will come back, and the belief is that no one can come back from 2 losses. So Kenta responds with, the answer is right here, page 42. Next, someone else asks, what do you think of House of Torture's antics? Kenta says, yeah, page 65. Who's next? So another person says, your next league match is against Goto, August 2nd. Kenta says, yeah, I already covered my next match in the book. That's enough. The answers are all in here. I have 2 things I want to say. 1, never come to another league match. 2, my autobiography has everything else I need to say. So short but sweet, but still entertaining from Kenta, just showing Jay White how it's done. Evil and Dick Togo now come in, and Evil says, that was close. Nice one, Togo. You were right. You really are a bad guy. Naito's next, huh? Naito was only ever strong because I had his back. Have you seen? He's already lost 2. His G1's over. Comeback Naito? There's no such thing. More like forever slumping Naito. Remember that one. So the semi-main event from the 26th was Lance Archer defeating Tom Lawler. Archer goes to 2-0, and that was Lawler's first match. So he's at 0 points. Tom Lawler says, F, my first G1 match. My dreams are a nightmare. Lance Archer, that one's for you. But that's the only arrow you're going to shoot at me. You say everybody dies. Some of my best friends are dead, and I'd be happy to join them. Next time we meet, Lance, I'm going to take you with me. We'll go visit hell together. So Lance Archer says, it's hot as hell in Texas, but I think it's hotter tonight in Korakuen Hall. This is my favorite place to wrestle. I may have lost to Tanahashi in 2019, but this building was here for me and for him. We could hear your voices. I'm sure it would have been split tonight just like then. But in the end, it doesn't matter how many times he tried to submit me. It didn't matter how many amazing, powerful strikes he hit me with. I'm bigger, badder, hit harder. And in the end, he saw the blackout. Then you see nothing because everybody dies. So the main event was a good one. It was David Finlay defeating Juice Robinson. They both go to 2 points after this one. Finlay in the ring in front of the crowd says, Korakuen, thank you. Juice, this might not be your IWGP US title, and it's certainly not mine, but any claim you had to it, I just took that off of you. Ospreay, that brings me to you. If you want your title, you'll have to take it from me. D-Block, I hope you are all prepared for the fight of your life, because this is my year, this is my time. I am winning G1 Climax. Expect me. So in the back now, Finlay continues with the press, and he says, Juice Robinson and I main evented Korakuen Hall as a tag team many times. Fighting someone that knows me so well was tough against somebody I considered a brother. But the fact of the matter is, we both had the same goals, and it didn't involve tag team gold. We both wanted to be number 1. We both wanted to be on top. The World Heavyweight Championship is only held by one man. There's no room for teams at the top. Ospreay, I know this IWGP US title is yours. I know you want it. Yeah, you want it fair and square, but the fact of the matter is, I don't give a damn. This is my ticket to get into your head. You can have it back if you take it off of me. Until then, tough luck, female dog. Shingo, I've got you next. I hope you're ready. I'm going to rest up, put ice all over my body, and I've got like 2 or 3 days before I face the dragon Shingo Takagi. And I don't give a crap what your accolades are and who you've beaten. My name is David Finley, and I am taking the G1 Climax. So pretty good stuff overall. That'll lead us to the 27th show on Wednesday. I'm going to be watching that and reviewing that as soon as possible. So look for that on the show really soon here. And then we've got a couple days off until we're back at the weekend, and then Tuesday, Wednesday again the next week. So no slowing down. We're going to start getting to see a little bit bigger picture. We'll be able to start looking at the table. Right now, it was like this particular night on the 25th, there was like people or on the 26th, I should say, there was people having their first match while other people were getting ready for their third match the next night. So the format has been really, really weird as far as that goes. So there hasn't even been any point in looking at the table or running down things or like, oh, it's this guy and blah, blah, blah. Like, so we're about to get into that probably after this weekend. We can start. Maybe I'll do a separate show or something where we can kind of take stock and look at all the standings and what needs to happen, what are your predictions, stuff like that. So that's I'm looking forward to that as we start heating up here. Literally, these matches are getting hotter and hotter, not only in the ring, but the weather that they have to fight in. So hot humid summers in Japan, I can't even imagine. I'm so north here in Detroit that I can drive south and hit Canada. That's how north I am. So I can't even imagine. But anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'll try and have that next G1 from the 27th, night 7, up as soon as possible. And in the meantime, you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Peace.